Shalom, shalom. This is Brother Yoel from the Israelite Bible Study Group. Happy Sabbath day and welcome to another Bible study lesson. Today's lesson is going to be called The All-Knowingness of the Most High. Because the Most High is all-knowing, and I want us to share with you some of the ways in which the Most High is all-knowing. But I don't want to waste no time. Let's just jump right into it, okay? So, in this Bible study lesson, like I said, it's going to be called The All-Knowingness of the Most High. And in this Bible study lesson, we will get a little glimpse into something that the Most High, our God, allows us to know about Him, okay? And that is that the Most High knows all things. And we will get into some of those things that the Most High knows everything about, okay, in this Bible study lesson. Because the Most High knows all things about everything. The Most High knows everything. The Most High knows everything about everything. The Most High knows everything about us. The Most High is our maker. He is our creator. He knows everything, okay? He knows everything about mankind. The Most High knows everything about, like I said, about everything, okay? He knows everything about the beasts of the earth. He knows everything about all things. The Most High knows everything about everybody, okay? Like I said, the Most High is our creator. He formed us. He breathes His breath of life into us. He has given us a life. He has given us a soul, okay? And we need to stop giving credit to everybody else. And we need to stop taking credit, even ourselves, about certain things. And we need to stop giving credit to those idols, those fake, false gods that you make out of your own hands. Idols, those devils, those false gods, like I said. False gods like Jesus Christ, aka Lucifer, and the Kaaba stone and all that kind of stuff. You got to stop giving credit to those things, and the stars and the moon or whatever other idol that you worship. You got to stop giving credit to those things, because it is the Most High alone who does everything and knows everything, okay? We need to give credit to, like I said, the Most High, our God alone, and nobody else. We need to acknowledge the Most High in all of our ways, because all the credit, all the honor, all the glory, all the praise, and everything, all our worship and everything belongs to the Most High, our God alone, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, the Holy One of Israel. That's who we need to give all the credit to. The creator of heaven and earth and everything in it, the Most High, okay? And nobody else. Now let's go to Isaiah. Let's start off in Isaiah chapter 46, and let's pick it up in verse number 3. Hearken unto me, O house of Jacob, and all the remnant of the house of Israel, which are born by me from the belly. which are carried from the womb. Now right here, the Most High is not talking to you who follow the New Testament. He is not talking to those who follow that stupid book that tell you that you can be grafted in. Okay? I'm going to read that again. Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 3. Hearken unto me, O house of Jacob. You see that? House of Jacob. And all the remnant of the house of Israel, which are born by me from the belly, which are carried from the womb. Okay? So that's not talking about somebody that's grafted in. It's talking about somebody who is born a Hebrew Israelite from their very belly, meaning your mother and your father. Okay? In Romans chapter 11, in that filthy New Testament, Paul says that Gentiles can be grafted in with the children of Israel if they just believe, if they just believe in Lucifer, Jesus Christ. But Paul is a big, fat liar. And you cannot, if you're a Gentile, you cannot be grafted in. The Most High is not speaking to y'all at all. The Most High is only speaking to those who are born Hebrew Israelites from the belly. You just read it. The Most High is not speaking to y'all Gentiles at all. Paul lied to y'all, because the Most High is speaking to the children of Israel only. And the children of Israel are black and brown people. But not all black and brown people are Hebrew Israelites, but all of the Hebrew Israelites are black or brown people. They're not light skinned and white and all that kind of stuff. There are other black and brown people on the earth who are not Hebrew Israelites, and also there are a lot of mixing. There's a lot of mixing going on, a lot of mingling going on in the earth. So all over the earth, you see a lot of mixing and mingling and light skin and yellow and all these different colored people, but they're not all Hebrew Israelites. Okay? So you see some people with a little color in their skin, or you see some who are light skinned and stuff like that, saying that they are black. One shade away from being white, and they talking about they black. They are not black. They're not brown. And you can get a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old to tell them that they are, that they're not black, even though they keep saying that they know that they black, just because they got a little color in their skin. But if you are just a couple shades away from being white, how can you say that you are black? How can you claim to be a Hebrew Israelite? All the Hebrew Israelites are brown skin or black, or what you would consider black people, okay? You can't say that you are black, you can't say that you are brown, and you can't say that you are a Hebrew Israelite if you are light skinned or almost white. Because Hebrew Israelites, all of them, like I said, are black or brown people, not white, not light skinned people. You are mingled if you are light skinned. You are mingled, okay? You are not a Hebrew Israelite. You are a mixed multitude, okay? You are Israelite-ish, but you're not a true Hebrew Israelite if you are white or light skinned. But I'm going to tell you what you are if you say that you are black. You are a liar if you say that you are black and you almost white. Okay? You are a dark-skinned, you are a dark white person. That's all you are, a dark white person. Instead of a light-skinned black person, you're a dark white person. That's what you are. and you don't know the difference between your colors. Okay? But let's get Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 3 once again. Hearken unto me. Don't listen to anybody else. Don't listen to no dark-skinned white person talking about they black. Don't listen to them. Hearken unto me, the Most High is saying, through his prophet, O house of Jacob, and all the remnant of the house of Israel, which are born by me, meaning you had to be born a Hebrew Israelite. Okay? Every one of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Most High named them. He changed Abraham's name to from Abram to Abraham. When Sarah got pregnant, the Most High said you should call his name Isaac. And Jacob, when Jacob when the Most High met Jacob in the way of when he met him by the rock and all that, he changed Jacob's name from Jacob to Israel. So the Most High named each one of them. Okay, and you don't name somebody else's kid. You name your own child. I name my own children. Okay, nobody else is going to name my children. The Most High named them because they're His, and we are the Israelites. The Most High named us. He said, "Hearken unto me, O house of Jacob, and all the remnant of the house of Israel, which are born by me from the belly, which are carried from the womb." Right there. Okay? You see that. The Most High is speaking to those who were born Hebrew Israelites from the belly, which is to say your mother and your father are born Hebrew Israelite. Both of them are black or brown people. They are not light-skinned or white. In other words, they are not mixed or mingled. They are not Israelite-ish, but they are true Hebrew Israelites. Okay? They're not mixed and mingled with other nations in their DNA. And even if you are light-skinned, let me say it like this. Even if you are not light-skinned, if you are brown-skinned or something like that, or black, there is a possibility that you are still not a Hebrew Israelite, because the ancient Egyptians were also black or brown people. There were a whole bunch of other different kind of people who were black or brown. Okay, so just because you are black or brown don't mean that you are a Hebrew Israelite. Okay, like I said, the ancient Egyptians were black or brown, black people, but they were not Hebrew Israelites. However, the Hebrew Israelites on several occasions would get mistaken for being Egyptians. Because why? Because they had the same colored skin, which is black or brown. The Most High is not speaking to Jewish people. The Most High is not speaking to Ishmaelite people. The Most High is not speaking to any of the Ishes, the Jewishes, the Ishmaelites, the Israelite-ish. The Most High is not speaking to any of the Ishes. The Most High is not speaking to Gentiles. The Most High is not speaking to heathens. The Most High is not speaking to the Israelite-ish, like I said, people in this verse, who are mixed. They are mingled with another race, another nation in their DNA. The Jewish people are white people. They are Europeans. They are Romans. They are Germans. They are Irishmen or something like that. They are not Hebrew Israelites who are black or brown people, like I said. So those Jewish white people have nothing to do with the Most High. And they have nothing to do with us, the children of Israel, the Hebrew Israelites, at all. I'm going to get that once again, and then we'll move on. Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 3. Hearken unto me, O house of Jacob. Now, did you hear what the Most High said? He said, hearken unto me, O house of Jacob, which is to say, O children of Israel. Did he say hearken unto me, O Jewish people? No. Did he say hearken unto me, O Christian people? No. Did he say hearken unto me, O European people? No. Did he say hearken unto me, O Gentile people? No. Did he say hearken unto me, O Greek people? No. Did he say hearken unto me, O heathens? No. He said, hearken unto me, O house of Jacob. So let's get that one last time, and then we'll move on. Hearken unto me, O house of Jacob, and all the remnant of the house of Israel, which are born by me from the belly, which are carried from the womb. These are so-called black and brown people. Okay? They are not light-skinned or white people. Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 4. And even to your old age I am he, and even to your hoar's hairs will I carry you. I have made you. I have made, you hear that? I have made you. That's what the Most High is saying to us. I have made you, and I will bear, even I will carry and will deliver you. Only the Most High God can deliver us. Even when you and I are old, the Most High said, I will carry you. I will deliver you, so-called black and brown Hebrew Israelites. There is no such thing as an African American. Those are lies. We were first called African American by Jesse Jackson in the 1990s. In the 1980s. So who were we before the 1980s? Okay? Who were we before the 1980s, before they start calling us African American? They called us black, they called us niggers, they called us coon, all these different names. But who were we before the 1980s? Because that's when they first started calling us African Americans. Let's document who we were before then. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel. So these are the words that Moses spake unto all Israel. These words in the book of Deuteronomy are spoken unto who? Unto all Israel, the children of Israel, the Hebrew Israelites. So let's get that again. Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side of Jordan, in the wilderness, in the plain, over against the Red Sea, between Paran and Tophel and Laban and Hazeroth and Dizahab. So let's stay in the book of Deuteronomy and let's go to chapter 28, because before we were scattered all over the world, and also before we were brought into America on cargo slave ships, which were owned by Jewish people, the white people, we were brought on those cargo slave ships. losing our identity, being forced to become Christians, and being forced to serve that faggot God, that false, fake idol named Jesus Christ, aka Lucifer. Who were we before that? What were we called before that? And also during slavery, we were beaten half to death if we tried to learn how to read and how to write their stupid dog English language. We were beaten half to death if we tried to learn it, okay? Because if we did, if we were able to learn it, we would have been able to figure out who we were, a long time ago. So we know that we are the Hebrew Israelites. That's who we are, and that is why, they try to call us something else. That was, before Jesse Jackson or whoever started calling us African Americans, we were the Hebrew Israelites the whole time, because the Most High said that we would lose our identity and everything as part of the curse. But let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and let's pick it up in verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So the Most High said, if our people were disobedient to him, he said, all kinds of curses will come upon their children, our people's children, their children. And because of the sins of our forefathers, so we are those children, but because of the sins of our forefathers and also our own sins, these curses have come upon us. Okay? Deuteronomy 28 and verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Our cities that we grew up in were cursed. Cursed with what? Poverty, high crime rate, drugs, poor education rate, very low paying jobs, and stuff like that. Those cities that we grew up in were cursed to have those deceiving, lying Christian churches on every corner. And within each one of those Christian churches was a money-grabbing, crooked, slick, pork chop eating, pimp preacher inside that church. And also those cities that we grew up in were also cursed to have abortion clinics, liquor stores, prostitutes and drug dealers on every corner. Our young black men and our young black women being inspired by the R&B and rap music, the sick rap music industry, and our young black men walking around with their pants hanging down like little faggots, and our young black, Israelite women walking around dressed like little whores and prostitutes. The Most High said, cursed shalt thou be in the city. Okay? And that's why you see that. And cursed shalt thou be in the field. And that's why when we were in slavery, we were cursed to work in the cotton fields and in the hot sun all day. Because the Most High said, cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the fields. Okay? Deuteronomy 28 and verse 27. Let's skip down to verse 27. The Lord will smite thee with the botch of Egypt, okay? And with the emerods, and with the scab, and with the itch whereof thou cannot be healed. Cannot be healed. Because of our disobedience to the Most High said that he will smite our people with sicknesses and with diseases that cannot be healed. Things like cancer, AIDS, diabetes, high blood pressure, and stuff like that. Okay? The botch of Egypt. Now you say, other people may say, well, because we're living in this, right now, this is the new Egypt. America is the new Egypt. And you could say, well, there's other races that get that. Yes, because it's the botch of Egypt. It's curses that is on them, but now it's coming on us because we would not listen to the Most High. That's why we get cancer, AIDS, diseases, and stuff like that. Venereal disease or whatever kind of diseases. Because we're not listening to the Most High. And we're not doing anything that He says. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness. Okay? What is that? Crazy. You'll lose your mind. And some of our people are mad. Which is to say, they have, like I said, they're crazy. They've lost their minds. Because why? Because they're not listening to the Most High. They have to take psychiatric medications and everything because we're not listening to the Most High. So let's get that again. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. Our hearts have been astonished over the years when we see how many of our people who are just driving while being black, who have had to suffer embarrassment, humiliation, and even death when a police officer pull us over, causing our people to drive around with anxiety, causing our people to drive around terrified, being terrified of being stopped by the police. Even though you are not breaking their law in any way, even though all of your papers and your tags on your vehicle are good, yet you are still nervous because you know that things can turn very ugly very quickly because you are among your enemies and you are cursed for not listening to the Most High and keeping His law. Okay, you are in your enemy's land. They that hate you are ruling over you. So anything can happen at any time. Okay, Deuteronomy 28 and verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. Because we won't listen to the Most High. We want to still try to hold on to this stupid Lucifer Jesus, and you're blind because you can't see that he's an idol. You're groping around in darkness, trying to have some hope in an idol that cannot save. It can't do nothing for you. Thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. Thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save you. Ain't nobody going to save you. We have been a very oppressed people. Lucifer Jesus can't save you. No man shall save you. We have been a very oppressed people. We have been treated with what we think is very unfairly. Our people have suffered police brutality. Our people have had to suffer through the Jim Crow laws and things like that. But to be honest with you, it is the result of our, like I said, disobedience to the Most High God, His laws. We don't want to hear nothing that the Most High have to say, but we want to try to figure out and fix everything on our own. But you can't do it because you're not a God. You're not the Most High. Only the Most High God can save us. Only the Most High God can help us. We got to turn back to Him. He knows all things. He's all-knowing. Okay? Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. They did that during slavery as well. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. The White House was built by black slave workers, our ancestors, who are the children of Israel. They built the White House that the president and all that is in. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and thou shalt not gather the grapes thereof. That white slave master would have beaten the hell out of you if you would have eaten those grapes when you gathered them for him. Okay? Thou shalt plant vineyards and shalt not gather the grapes thereof, or you'll get the hell beat out of you. Okay? Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 36. We're skipping down to verse 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, your preacher or whatever, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. Okay? Other gods, wood and stone. During slavery, they forced their Christian religion. Their little stupid, white, dead, bleeding, on the cross, half-naked, idol God, Lucifer, Jesus Christ on us, made out of stone, made out of wood, a wooden cross, and they also make them out of stone. And that cobblestone and all that garbage that they do. Okay? They force that blonde hair, blue eyes, stringy hair, blue eye idiot on us. And we were ignorantly looking to him to save us, not knowing that he was powerless to save anybody. He couldn't even save his own self. Okay? He can't save anything and he can't save anybody. The so-called savior of the world couldn't even save himself because he ain't nothing but a big fat liar. And those who promote him as a savior of the world, or as the son of the Most High, or as the savior of Israel, or anything like that, everyone who promotes that, y'all are all just like him, nothing but a big fat liar. Y'all ain't nothing but liars. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. What is astonishing is that with all that our people have, have gone through, our people, the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called black people, with all that we have suffered through and have gone through at the hand of our enemies in our enemies' land, who are the so-called white people, according to the Most High, the people who put us under slavery and stuff are our enemies. So it is the white people, the so-called white people are our enemies. They raped our wives. They violently separated our children from us. They did all kinds of, beat us and all that kind of stuff. Mistreated us in all kinds of different ways. Even raping the men. Okay? They did all of those things. And I'm not saying they are our only enemies, because even the black people who sold us are our enemies. But I'm talking in particular here in this country, here, these white people are our enemies according to the Most High. And they did all these things to us. And what is astonishing is that some of our people will still today mix the holy seed of the Most High with those wicked seed of the white man. And we will make babies with them, with our enemies, marry them, lay down with them, and make babies with them, completely destroying the seed when you mix it. Okay? And even if you are a Israelite woman who would lay down and pollute the womb with the seed of the wicked, okay? Let's get that again. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment. So that is astonishing to know that. What we are doing. A proverb and a byword among all nations whither the Lord shall lead thee. And that is why being in this country, in America, we are called African Americans, and at another time we are called blacks, and another time we were called coons, another time we were called colored and niggers and all of that. Because the Most High God is true what he said. Okay? He said you will be a proverb, a byword among these nations. Okay? Let's skip down to verse 47. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God. That's why you called that. That's why you're astonished. That's why you're getting diseases. That's why you've been beaten and going through slavery and all of that. That's why. That's why you're having trouble right now in your life. Okay? If you are Hebrew Israelite. Because thou serve not the Lord. Okay? Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 47, because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48, therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies. You see that. We serve in a white man. The Most High is calling him our enemy. Therefore thou shalt serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and thirst and in nakedness. And you got to look to him for all these things. And in the want of all things. For everything that you need, you got to go to him. You want a job, anything you need, you got to go to him. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon your neck, and iron yokes will put on our necks. Hebrew Israelites, the black man, until he have destroyed thee. And so once we were destroyed, they took the yoke off of our neck, and we stupidly going and marrying them and making babies with them. What a fool. So who are these white people who have been ruling over us for these past 400 years? Who are they to the children of Israel? According to the Most High, our Heavenly Father, the Creator of all things, the Most High said that these white people are our enemies. So we should not be mixing and mingling with them, making babies with them, marrying them in no way. If you do, what comes of that is what the Most High calls strange. It is strange. It's not cute and beautiful and all that. No, it's strange. And it is not accepted by the Most High. Okay? Now let's skip down to verse 64. I know some people are going to get mad at this kind of teaching, but I have to show it. I have to tell you what is being written in this word. I can't come up with my own thing. I can't lie to you. You've been lied to enough. Even the white people been lied to. All of us been lied to. Blacks and the whites been lied to. I got to tell you the truth. If you don't like it, then get off my page. Don't come to the page. If you can't accept the teaching, then get off the page. It's not for you. Just continue to walk in lies then. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Verse 65, Deuteronomy 28 and verse 65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall thy sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 66. And thy life shall hang in doubt. You won't know what is tomorrow going to bring? What it's going to be like next week? How I'm going to make it to this, from this day to this day? And thy life shall hang in doubt. Tell me you've never been there if you're a Hebrew Israelite. Tell me if you're not even going through that even now. Your life hanging in doubt. And when they hung our people on the tree, their life was hanging in doubt. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have none assurance of thy life. That is us right here, right now. You're a Hebrew Israelite. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 67. In the morning thou shalt say, would to God, would God it were even. In that evening thou shalt say, would God it were morning. For the fear of thine heart, wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thy eyes, which thou shalt see. Okay? Deuteronomy chapter 28, and we've all been here. We've all been here. Okay? I would have to, in order to go through, to tell you each this, it would take the whole study. So, but we've all been there. Deuteronomy chapter 28. In order for me to show you some of the examples of some of the experiences that I have had, it would take the whole video, so I can't do that. But I'm telling you, we've all been there. But let's get another verse. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. So America and today is the new Egypt. That's why you see the Egyptian pyramids and all that stuff. You see the Egyptian artifacts and Egyptian things all throughout America. Okay, phallic symbols and the different things. All throughout America, you see it is the new Egypt. Okay, and let me read that again. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, but this time. The first time we walked into Egypt, this time we were brought into Egypt on ships, cargo slave ships owned by Jewish people. Our enemies, white man. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. And we were sold by the other black people sold us to the white man, and the white man put us on their ships and brought us into Egypt again on their cargo slave ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. Meaning we would not see our land again. Okay, and right now the white people are stole our identity and saying that they are the Israelites, okay? The Jewish people, okay? I'm going to read Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68 again. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there thou shalt be sold unto your enemies. We were sold to the white man, so the white man is our enemy, for bondmen and bondwomen. And they came over here, and they would make us work and everything for absolutely nothing. If we didn't do right, we would get your behind whooped. And that's how they would making us serve them, bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you or save you, deliver you. The Most High said that these things will happen, and they have happened exactly as the Most High said they will happen, because the Most High knows all things. That's the name of this study, the all-knowingness of the Most High. So now from there, let's go to Isaiah chapter 46. We're going back to Isaiah chapter 46, but we're going to pick it up in verse number 5 this time. And to whom will ye liken me? This is what the Most High is asking. To whom will ye liken me? The Christians, the heathens, the Gentiles, the Caucasians, and even the black and brown fake Hebrew Israelites, who are really nothing but black Christians, mixed and mingled Christians. They are the mixed, like I said, and the mingled people, the mixed multitude. They are master's children. They, Most High, they liken you, Most High, to Jesus Christ, even though we know that there is none like you. We know that there is none beside you. We know that there is none other with you. We know that there is none else. We know that you have said, Most High, that you know not any other beside you. We know that you have said, Most High, that you are holy, which is to say, you are separated from all others. And we only know it because you have revealed it unto us. You said that the secret things belong unto the Most High, but those things that are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever. Okay? So the true Hebrew Israelites, you have revealed to us, the true Hebrew Israelites. Okay? And we know not to add Jesus Christ to you as a partner, Most High. We know that Jesus Christ is not no Savior. We know that he ain't nothing but an idol. Okay? We know that he is not your son. You never called him your son. We know these things. But let's get that again. Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 5. To whom will ye liken me? So what is the Most High's answer to that? Let's skip down to verse 9. Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 9. Remember the former things of old. Okay? In the Old Testament. For I am God and there is none else. I am God and there is none like me. Now, I'm going to have to make this into 2 studies because it's going to be way, way, way too long. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end right here, this particular video, but we're going to pick it up in part 2. So with that, I'm going to say, until we get to part 2, I'm going to say to my beautiful people on this beautiful Sabbath day, Shalom.